Alright. Last time that happened was on our Dragonfire Icefire Peaks. We we were in the Shrine of Bahamut, seeming fit that you guys were at the place to donate treasure and galore, as you guys saw it fit to find the vision that you were here for. As you guys went to a room, you saw a rather big pit in the bottom of it, as there's obviously rather 30 feet down below into the sea itself. It looks sizable for a dragon to fit into it. As you saw some stairs climbing up, as you saw beautiful writings of draconic and dragons and just beauty inside this shrine itself. As some of you guys had donated stuff towards the shrine, whatever you had that was worth to you, kind of coin wise. As some of you decided to venture up the stairs, as our first gullible pig went, believed by mercy, as they attempted to climb the steps, as they found themselves quickly charmed, as they were not, I guess, welcome by by any standards. It seems fit. The charm saw fit to make the individual drown themselves, as they were not worthy to climb the steps of Bahamut. As quickly enough, you guys had stopped her, roped him up, sorry, and tied him up to a pole, making sure that he wouldn't drown themselves. As another individual attempted it, as it was one of our Dragonborns, seeming fit, they were immune to it, as they were of dragon heritage. Quickly enough, another individual tried, and another individual tried, as we had a whole lot of people charmed, as Alistair was tied up, eventually Eurolith, and so on, as Alabaster was kind of babysitting them all, as he was just kind of tired of this all, and saw fit to climb the steps himself, as he failed. As there was a battle ensuing upstairs, as there was a corruption of a bronze dragon, a very powerful adult dragon that had been the guardian of Leylon and around the vicinities of the Sword Coast for many generations. Seeming fit, they were corrupted by a demon that was kind of the wall itself, kind of mixed with coral and such like that, with eyes that were kind of covered across the entire walls itself. As this demon was powerful, it was able to manipulate a dragon and kind of bring them into a dream state, seeing things that they would not be able to see, hallucinations and lies in front of them. As the dragon had saw fit to attack our dragonborn kins, not realizing quickly that they were friends. As a huge battle happened upstairs, as downstairs was a complicated battle of fighting the wills of a charm, as people were drowning themselves at that point, jumping in, as Alabaster could not ascertain them, as he eventually just kind of realized he could not save them and saw fit that he was needed upstairs, as Zazie was upstairs helping where he could, as our two Dragonborn friends died in the combat. Seeming fit, they eventually slew the demon, as the gold dragon was released, as she fell unconscious. As quickly enough, our people in the water eventually broke out of the charm, realizing quickly they were underwater and inhaling lots of seawater. As they climbed up, coughing for dear life and realizing they couldn't control themselves. As eventually the crew saw fit, they were kind of in need of diamonds, as the two Dragonborns were dead, so they only had enough for one resurrection. Quickly enough, Alistair had saw fit to take from the treasures a diamond, knowing that he had no choice at that manner to save his friends, as the resurrection happened quickly enough before it was too late, as Sizzle and Uvarax were saved by mere seconds, as the dragon eventually woke up, realizing quickly, knowing that they couldn't control themselves, as they were manipulated by a creature from within for several months, unaware of the situation. As she thanks you with honest hearts and gave you what you sought out, the information, about the future of Leylon and its people before it was too late, as you saw a vision of calamity that struck upon the land, of a green dragon slaying the entire city, as it was hard to tell if it was her or something else. As she had stated that this dragon never really left their place for many decades, seeing fit she didn't need to or had no urge to. As before you had left, she had transformed into her rather human form and saw fit to give you gifts along your way, maybe hoping that it'd help you along the way, as she obviously bestowed 2 items from the treasures, as you guys gladly took it. She was okay. The fact that you took a diamond, as it was enough to save a friend, as Bahamut would appreciate a life over treasure any day, as especially a dragonborn's life. As she saw fit to make you go on your way, and as you will always have a friend with this dragon, seeming fit, as she is a watcher of this place, as having a watcher not being corrupted by the evil is probably very important, especially for the long run for the people of Leylon. As you guys eventually traveled 2.5 days back to Leylon, recuperating, selling your stuff, making money, and preparing for the long voyage ahead. As that's where we'll end our session. That was a crazy session indeed. Alright. Eurolith, you'll be on next recap.
Okay.
Alright. Got a little bit of a headache. I took an Advil, so hopefully it kicks in. I think we were just about to leave Leylon towards the Crypt Garden Forest. Or am I wrong? I think you had 2 areas that you could go to, but I think you guys were more urgent to go there instead of the other area.
We had overheard the rumor about the bandits that were south of the Mare of Dead Men.
Oh, the
but we
Chimera
had,
crew.
yeah, but we said we were going to go to Crypt Garden.
Okay, so it's looking like Crypt Garden's a pretty large place. Do we have a idea of where we're going?
Well, there's a lot of undead, so theoretically, if we just follow the undead, we'll head to the right spot.
True. We can certainly try that.
I don't think we've been given anything more specific. Use my notes.
Do we know if there's a pass through the mountains, or do we need to go around them to... Oh, I keep forgetting we're on Leylon down that Vandalin. Never mind.
Yeah, no. You could take a mountain pass, but it may be more treacherous, since you'll have to climb. You can take the hills, but they're known to have orcs and goblins and ogres, as well as other creatures that lie.
Oh.
I think that's probably going to be the best way anyway. Otherwise, you got to go through mountains, which would probably be worse.
Oh, Eurolith's from the Crypt Garden Forest.
Oh, do you know of this place that we're trying to go to, Eurolith?
I don't know where the dragon's lair is now.
It's quite hidden. It's not. A dragon does not want to be found. If it was found, they'll find you. You do know that, I will state that you do know of the dragon, and you do know that she does have a cabal of evil human druids that are rather revered under her command. So, be wary.
What's with all the druids?
My rivals.
As they are the guardians, as they are likely, like a dragon would, have henchmen, of course, especially a powerful one. But you're not there to kill her, you are there to convene a conversation. Depending if you see fit, you can attempt to kill her, but it is going to be one hell of a fight with an ancient dragon.
Yeah, I think we try to track the undead, and we suspect the undead are gathering near the dragon's lair anyway. And even if we don't find the dragon right away, we clear out the undead, and that's still a good thing to do.
We could also try and move more stealthily through the forest to like not draw too much attention.
That's true. Our less stealthy members aren't here right now, so
I
we
was
might
just
have more
gonna say.
success with that.
And I can always bring Pass Without Trace with me, so I already have it ready to go, apparently.
Perfect. Well, let's get to the forest first and see what we find on the edge of the forest, and we can decide how stealthily we need to move.
All right. Who's taking lead?
I will.
Alabaster, be sure to change your character's name in the Roll20.
Did I not?
No, you still
The
call
display name.
your display name.
Oh, right.
Depending if you want to be called Alabaster again. Alright, as you guys begin to set off from Leylon into the Crypt Garden Forest, with obviously your comrades along the backside of this venture, as since we don't really have our high perception and survival, I'd like to, out of the three of you, Zazie, Mercy, or Eurolith, to roll instead.
I got it.
Yeah, we're not bad.
Give me a survival as well.
No, I think I'm the best one out of everyone with both of those skills, technically.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, as you begin to move 10 miles out along the road path leading, as it is the safest route, as around the vicinity as you begin to travel on the route towards the Dragon Lair. In the meantime, as you long and travel across the route, if you'd like, I have now a new official thing now. You can obviously still roll for survival for herbs, or you can take a chance and roll a D100 with a 10% chance to get a magical item instead. And this is not like powerful magical items, these are more common ones or uncommon. It varies upon what you get.
So we had to roll low.
No, you want to go
10.
high.
Oh, okay, 91 or higher.
90 basically or higher. Or you can roll for herbs if you wanted herbs instead. Nope.
You sure you don't want us to roll low?
Nope. That's only for divine intervention.
Well, phooey.
Phooey. Alright. As you come along your way, you begin to go across the dead of the mare in the distance of the swamp as it is known for its rather eccentric smell, as you can see the dist of kind of a bog, as it don't really particularly rather enjoy yourself, as you see through rather along your sorry, give me a second. As you see along your path, as you begin to travel, you do see some creatures lurking from the Mare of the Deadlands. I'd like Yurlith to roll me a d4. As you do see some rather interesting creatures along its path, they don't notice you as you're perceptive enough to see them with a quiet survival check as well. As you do see some of the creatures in the distance, as you find yourself a pack of these individuals, as there's 4 of them, moving through the Mare of the Dead Men, as you do see them as undead. Once human, now beyond the privilege of manipulation through magic, torn into this creature called a wight.
I will like quietly like relay this to the group and just kind of like get like a, should we just avoid it? Should we get rid of them? What should we do?
I guess it kind of depends. Do we want to try to make this road a little bit safer? We should try to destroy them. But otherwise, I think we should just try to sneak past them.
Yeah, I'm good with just avoiding it.
Alright,
Yeah.
roll me a stealth check. S'il vous plaît. Ooh, a 9? Oof.
Group stealth check.
That wasn't stated. As you begin to kind of see them across your voyage, as they do eventually come into view, as we'll get into a combat map. Give me one moment. You can rearrange yourself as you see fit as well. Alright, you can roll initiative. Feels so weird having less players in this game. It just like feels so empty.
Oh god.
Wow.
Do you want me to also roll initiative?
You will not at the moment.
Okay.
You're currently
Nope,
not here.
that's all gravy. Just wanted to double check.
I will let you know if you do or not.
Zav, you didn't click on your token.
Oh, sorry. It's
It's a Zazie.
it's. Oh, there it goes. I was gonna say it must be lagging or something because I thought it. Well, can you just put it on there? Because I mean, I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, just let me roll you in. Alright. This thing is going to be moving in. grabs its longbow and it fires 2 shots. It's gonna choose its target, which will be the one who failed, Urlith. 19 and 9.
The 19 will hit.
Alright, take 10 points of piercing as it stabs you right into your knee.
Arrow to the knee, gets you every time.
This one will also fire 2 shots at you. 23 and 13.
23 will hit.
You take 8 piercing into the knee again. Into your other knee.
Jesus.
So this one starts to move up closer. Fires 2 more shots at you. A 16 and a 9.
16 will hit.
You take 4 piercing into the chest. Alright. Mercy.
Alright. Yeah. Just looking at spells, deciding what I want to. We had a long rest, right, before we headed out here.
You were in Leylon. This is your first journey outside of Leylon into new territory.
Yeah. Okay.
You're currently traveling in the Dead Mares right now. That's why the land looks weird. You're not. You're on the road. You're half on the road, half in the Mares. The Mares is kind of connected here.
Yep. Perfect. I'm gonna look at this guy that just came up closest to us, and I'm gonna take 2 longbow shots at him. So first one, 14.
That's a hit.
Okay, and so 10 damage, and I'll do a second one. That will also hit.
Yep.
And I'm going to add an Eldritch Smite into this as well.
Very nice.
So he's going to take 3d8 and fall prone. And I'm going to draw some attention. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to here. And then we'll bonus action Hexblade's Curse this guy. And that will end my turn.
Alright, Urlith.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go past this guy. And I am going to we'll do Burning Hands. I'm probably only gonna hit one because they're like weirdly too far apart.
Yeah.
So we'll go for this one.
Okay. Dexterity. 21. It dodges for half. Alright, as white did not, as it begins to move, it does see you, Urlith, as it will fire 2 more shots. 21 and 17.
Those are both hit.
As they fire right into your shoulder for a total 8 points of piercing. Alright, Sazi, as you do notice, Urlith is becoming a punching bag. Or kind of a training dummy for them.
Give me a second. I was all ready to drop a fireball. Give me a second to try to figure out what I'm going to.
I left one on the ground for you.
I know what I'm going to do. I am going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I think that's where I want to go. Then I am going to cast Thunderstep.
Ooh.
10-foot radius.
That's gonna hit both of them. That one's too far.
Yeah, I know. I can't get all of them. Matter of fact, I think. No, I guess I can't get.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to. There's.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I was going to try to see if I could get this one in one of these, one of the other ones, but no. So I'm just going to target the two to the south, basically, with the thunder stab.
Okay. What's the save? Con save?
Con.
Natural 20 and 10.
I'm going to take her with me as I step all the way over here.
That's a big bolt of a thunderous noise. It could be heard far away as he vanishes behind you, Mercy. Roll me the damage, please. Ooh, the damage is...
And that's even with an extra level.
Yeah, it was rolled.
Extra.
Got a 1 in there.
Had to be a sorcerer. Yeah, and I will use my bonus action to activate Blade Song.
Okay.
That's my turn.
As I would like you to roll initiative now, as you see fit towards some undead along the vicinity of the view, as you've safeguarded this place for quite a few years across the Dead Mares, as well as the trail leading towards Leylon and further cities. You do see eventually 3 combatants fighting some undead creatures along its wake. You can roll initiative over Zar. I don't know how to pronounce your character's new name.
Uvrazi.
Ooh, oh god, that's gonna be hard for me.
Just call it
I'll call you Razi for now.
either that or Ovi.
Alright, I'll get you in there. Alright, as this thing is going to make its way towards Mercy. As instead of using its bow, it will put it away as it grabs its sword in one hand, and its other hand will try to use a life drain attack.
Okay.
A 15 is a miss.
I hate whites.
Yep.
And a sword for 20.
Shield.
Alright, as you block. Alright.
Alright. Let's see. What we're gonna do is just kind of slide over yonder. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. This one is... Oh, God. That one is prone, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So I will take a shot at the other one that's over here. And it will be a sharpshooter. Hopefully I set that up right still.
Alright, which one are you hitting?
That one.
That's a hit, 14.
The music's so loud all of a sudden.
Oh, sorry.
Combat music.
I tried to change it because when I got my PC back, all my audios are different now.
Gotcha.
So I'm trying to get it, because I'm recording again, so I'm trying to get the right sound.
Yeah.
So you might have to change your master volume.
Yeah, I just turned mine down. So that would be a 14 to hit.
Yeah, roll damage.
Alright. There we go. 23.
Alright. Takes the hit.
And then I will roll a second attack with sharpshooter still. And I'm assuming that hits. So another 18 points of damage.
Alright, still alive. Very hurt, though.
Let's see. What's the range on this? It doesn't say a range on the
On what?
swarm. Is it? is that just the attack target, or is the targeting just no matter where you can hit?
Yeah, the swarm just comes with you, basically. It's where you range attack hit. The swarm is like bees or whatever it is,
Okay,
and it comes
cool.
with you with your strikes.
Yeah, so you see a bunch of like small birds just kind of fly around and um, swarm and attack that guy. It is 1d6. Oh, so another 4 damage.
Okay, it's dead as you watch it get crippled.
Wait. I think that's a bonus action, right?
For what?
The swarm, or is that just on hit?
On hit.
It's on hit. It's part of your class.
Right. Okay. So then, um,
Is that it?
I think that will, yeah, that'll end my turn.
Okay.
I was
Alright.
just about to press the button.
So this thing
Glad I didn't.
saw something attacking its friend as it begins to move in that direction instead. As Mercy, you do notice something got killed in the distance, but you can't see the individual sniping them. As this thing will attempt to grab its bow and fire 2 shots at you. Misses both hits, an 8 and 10. This one stands back up, rather hurt and crippled, as it begins to make its way towards Mercy, as it will attempt to life drain and stab. A 23 to hit, and
That hits.
10. Alright,
Yes.
is you two take 3 necrotic damage. Roll me a con save.
Okay. Damage and con. Ooh, that's a fail.
Alright, that 3 necrotic damage goes into your maximum hit point reducted. So you lost 3 permanent hit points until you take a long rest.
Yep.
As you watch your soul being siphoned.
Great. My turn. Well, seeing that Zazie pulled this trick last turn, I'm going to step in between these two guys, and I will cast Thunderstep.
So Razi, you do hear a sonic boom happen again, right after another, as the noise is getting
Well done.
quite loud around the vicinity here.
I'm going to move.
22 and a 14. This one gets crippled as it gets ripped apart into shreds, as this one sees fit to be diminished as well.
I'll move that way, and how far am I from Eurolith? Close enough. I will bonus action give a bardic to Eurolith.
Alright, Zazie, I'd like you to roll me a d4.
What did we summon?
Alright, thank you very much. Alright, keep going. Is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna go in with the burning, or no, scorching ray. There we go. I'll go 2 at this one at this one back here.
Sure. Alright, so sorry, 27. Where's the 27 going?
Right here. And I'm guessing the other 2 were misses.
Yeah, they're misses.
Alright, I'm gonna add my bardic to the last one just so I can hit both of them. The D8 or D6?
Still a D6.
That's a miss.
That is unfortunate.
Fortunate. Yeah. 5 fire damage.
I've gotten the dice cursed. I need to die.
Yeah, you got Zazie. Zazie gives you the curse. Everybody knows this.
Dear God, take it from me. I'm done with it.
Take it away from me.
I rolled a 2 on a perception check earlier.
So, is it dim light in this area?
It is considered dim light, yes.
I bonus action cast Shadow Blade.
Okay.
Step up to this person and just whack at him.
Yeah, the dead mare is kind of foggy, so it is considered it. Advantage. Roll again.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
'18's a hit for an 11 psychic. Still alive.
And then again.
That's a hit as you destroy it.
And then I will, let's see, I moved 5, 10, 15, 20, so I'll use the last 10 feet to step forward. And that will be my turn.
Alright, you do see in the distance wakes more undead arriving to the scene. So the noises of those thundersteps have called forth more. As you do see some ghasts in the distance.
More the merrier.
Alright. Razi, you do see one behind you coming in.
Okay.
Watch the tongue.
As he's really good with his tongue.
Let's see here. I should have asked, I guess. Because it's dim light, would I still have been able to attack that first one? Just fine?
First one? Sorry?
Yeah, this one that I... Oh, God. This one that I killed the first turn.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, how far is dim light?
It's everywhere around you.
Oh, okay. So, there's... Dim light doesn't, like, impose disadvantage or anything?
No.
Okay.
Because you struck first, so it could see you.
Gotcha. No, sorry, I wasn't. I was just making sure that I could have hit him. Is all.
Yeah, no, you did.
Okay.
They don't really have much armor. They look like they're wearing tethered stuff.
Gotcha. I just don't. I don't think. I don't think I have night vision. Is why I was asking.
You don't.
So.
But I'm giving you the concept of there's like light spots, little flickers of light, because you
Gotcha.
are in the dead mares and it's daytime. So in a sense, like the fog has some sporadic light sources everywhere.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bonus action cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And I will attack this guy up here.
All right.
With a sharpshooter.
That's a hit.
Okay, and then that's 22. Let me make sure here. So then an extra D8. Well, so an extra 4. And then I will attack again as well with another sharpshooter.
Okay, that's a hit.
And then,
You watch it get killed.
okay. And then let's see, 5, 10, 15. Oh, I've used both my attacks though. Okay. I am going to book it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go all the way over here
Okay.
because Zephyr Strike doubles my movement speed until the end of the turn.
You also get force damage on the first hit, and that's it. But you didn't need it. You killed them.
Yeah, no, I rolled that. That was the 4.
Oh, yeah. Kind of mind.
I would have gotten it on the second hit, but I didn't need it on the second hit.
All right.
Right?
Yeah, the second hit killed it, so yeah, no.
Right. Yeah. That will. I will say. Hello, friends. I see you are fighting the dead. So you must be friends. And that will be my turn.
All right. As White begins to look around, assess the situation. It saw the thing running away from it, but does see more targets along the way as it will aim its shots at Mercy as it will begin to make its descent towards you, trying to put its bow away as it will try to life drain you. Oh, a nat 20, jeez Louise.
Yep.
And a 23 with a sword.
Both hit.
Alright, so the nat 20, roll a con save.
Wow.
That sucks. Alright, you lose 9 permanent hit points.
Mhm.
As well as you take 10 slashing. Shing! As you feel like this necrotic energy siphoning your soul even further. As this creature begins to ramble through the bushes. As you do see behind you, Mercy, it is kind of running itself towards you, ending its turn. As you do smell a foul stench coming off of it. Alright, Mercy.
Okay. In a bit of trouble. But I can get out of this, so just need to use my stuff. I'm gonna bonus action cast Misty Step and move 1, 2, 6 up to here. Get away from these things for a moment, and then turn around and fire on the injured White. 2 shots. Both are going to be sharpshooter. So -5 to these rolls. 2 -5. This is 16 damage, so I think that hits.
Uh-huh.
And another 19 damage.
That's done.
Great, and that will end my turn.
Yes, gas will ash and dash, running its way towards Zazie. Urlith.
Let's see here.
What a shame, huh? Your crew's not here and you have to deal with all this shit. Because there's a swarm of them around this vicinity.
I am not equipped for fighting single targets. And they're all so far spread apart.
That's why I designed it like that. So you don't kill them all quickly. They're not zombies. These things have a little bit more brains. Surprisingly, these ones actually are smart. They have 11 intelligence. They're partially dead.
That technically makes them smarter than me, because I have 10 intelligence.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and throw a healing word over to Mercy as a bonus action. And then I will shoot at this guy over here with me bow. Uh,
All right. 11 on a bow. It's a miss, yeah. This one will begin to make its climb towards you as it smells you.
wait, where did that guy come from?
Hiding
of
under
you.
the turn order, I guess.
Yep, he was under my turn order.
So you will claw you for a natural 1. That one's dead. Alright, Zazie. As you can smell the foul stench coming off these creatures, they're coming closer to you.
I will cast Tasha's Mind Whip on this one.
Okay. 17. Takes half as much and does not lose its turn. Or, not its turn, its attack action curve.
Yeah. And then he will step over 5 feet.
Okay.
I'm just checking to see if I've got a bonus action I can do real quick, but I don't think so. Okay.
Alright, Ozzy.
Okay, so I will target the one that is attacking Urolith. And sharpshooter attack.
That's a hit.
Okay, there's that damage.
Alright, still alive.
And then here is the Zephyr Strike damage.
You only get it once, and that's it. It's
You
not,
only get it once?
Once
Yeah,
again,
it's a one-time thing.
It's a one-time thing, yeah.
Yeah, it says once
Zephyr-
before the spell ends.
Yeah, Zephyr Strike's only good
Gotcha.
for movement and
one
AOs.
attack.
Yeah. Doesn't really give you that extra damage anymore. It's kind of like
Oh, okay.
a one and done.
But it does allow you to go by people without getting an
Yeah.
opportunity attack.
Okay. Well, then ignore that. And then, but instead, I'm gonna have the target. Well, I guess I can attack again. It's almost dead, so I'm just gonna attack again. There we go.
As randomly at the blue Urolith, an arrow flies by. As you can tell, it's not the arrow of mercies. As you correctly realize, you see a new face along the ranks.
And then let's see here as well. I don't think there's much I can do bonus action wise.
Yeah, you're limited on still a ranger with spells, and that's it.
Yeah, so I think that will end my turn.
Thank you. Alright. Well, that writes toast. This one will begin to make its way towards Sazi. So we'll try to bite you. 16 is a miss as it chomps as you evade it. Or is that your AC? I don't know.
20 is my AC right now.
Okay. Alright, Mercy.
Okay, I'm just gonna attack the one that stepped up to Zazie. Two strikes with sharpshooter.
Okay.
It's a 12, so I think that's gonna miss.
Yeah. It is a miss. That's
But
it.
that will hit. So 22 damage to him. And bonus action, I will use a bardic to do unsettling words on this one that we just damaged. So he'll have a minus d6 to next saving throw. And that will end my turn.
Alright, this one will make its ments towards you, Mercy. As you do smell it, it does have a rather awful stench of decay as it will try to claw you. A 16 to hit, which is a miss, I'm assuming.
16 hits, but I would shield. So.
Right. Alright, Eurolith.
I'm just gonna go with another longbow shot. We'll go for the one next to Zazie here.
That's a hit. For 6.
And that's gonna be it.
Alright, Zazie, as you start your turn, the stench is so foul, I'd like to roll me a con save.
Alrighty. Oh yeah.
That's a fail. That's not good.
Back to my old ways.
As you are poisoned, disadvantage on attacks.
Great.
Straight rolls, though, with your Shadow Blade.
Correct.
Yeah.
So you're trying to hold your breath, but the stench is too much. So you swipe at this one, I'm assuming?
Yes.
As you slice one of its arms off, it still stands.
And again.
As you spin around as it dodges you.
That will be it. I will. Oh, I guess we're just down to these two. So I'll just stay where I'm at.
Okay. Razi. Yeah.
Okay, I will, we'll go for the full health one right here. That one. Just a standard sharpshooter attack. Nat 20.
Nice.
Um,
Which one are you hitting? The fresh?
yeah, the fresh one.
Okay.
And then, bada bing, bada boom.
Alright, that's doubled, so that's 20, that's 12. It is pretty much dead.
Okay, that helps. And then I will.
Yeah, you just did like fucking 32 points of damage to it.
I will try and shoot the gap, sharpshooter. The other one. 13.
That's a hit.
Sprint.
As you kill him. And in combat. Knowing that, around this area, Razi, there is known to be a lot of undead hordes around this vicinity more than usual for the last couple of weeks. Because it seems to get worse every day.
Are you all right?
We're still standing.
Good.
And
Yeah.
who are you? We owe you thanks.
My name is Uvrazi. I am a wanderer, but I have found myself to these parts because of this exact reason. As I kind of gesture outward to the piles of undead. I've heard word that there have been increased undead presence in these woods. So I came to investigate.
We've heard similar tidings that undead have been amassing in the Crypt Garden Forest, and we believe it's connected to a number of events we've been a part of recently. We are heading to investigate as well.
Any person who fights for the side of the living is a person who I think is worth teaming up with. If you would have me.
We
Of
can
course.
certainly use you. Many of our groups are down and unable to help us this quest.
I would be happy to join your party.
What do we see, by the way?
Ah, yes. You see a falcon-like Aarakocra, brown feathers, brown and white spotted feathers, with a brown leather studded vest and a green tunic. What you don't see in that picture is instead of just a pure Aarakocra head, you see a green hood pulled up over the top of the head. And what you might find a little odd is the wings behind Urazi are mangled and tarnished, and you probably on first look you don't think that uh, they would even be flyable.
Well, we haven't seen you fly yet, so that might be true.
Are any of you hurt too badly?
I think our druid over here could probably use a little assistance.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
So I will walk over towards you and cast your wounds. Nope. Whoops. No sharpshooter. Not trying to hit,
Detail
kill
your
you.
healing as a ranger. It's a lot different than druidic magic. You get your magic through druidics, but you find a different kind of magic source, kind of rekindling close to being a druid, but a little bit mixture of your own kind's magic within your.
I know it is a little bit different than what you are used to, but uh, I find varying ways to cast the spells in my wanderings. I know it's not much, but it is what I can do.
I'm no stranger to ranger magic. I've dealt with quite a few in my past, but I do appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Could by chance, can I have your names, please? You don't have to actually say it. It's just because he hasn't met you. It is very nice to meet you all. Shall we continue our journey?
Do we need to rest to heal up a little bit more before we move on?
Remember that was the other group that came to the Mirrorwood. The Mirror of the Dead is not a very safe place to camp.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't thinking we were going to long rest. Just like, sure.
Yeah, perhaps we can get back out on the full road and take a rest away from this.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm quite all right, but if you need to take a rest, then that is what we shall do.
I'll stay on guard. And do I feel if I'm still poisoned?
No, it just goes away as soon as you get away from the stench.
Okay. So yeah, I'll chat with our new friend while we keep an eye on everything while the other two get a short rest.
Sure.
How have you come to these parts?
Well, I kind of wore my welcome out in the Fae people. They got a little annoyed with me, so I just came to the first place I could find. Now I am a sword, quote unquote, for hire.
I see. Everyone has to make a living, so long as you don't kill the innocent.
Usually,
Fair enough.
sometimes it can be hard to tell the difference.
You're a Harengon, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Don't eat them.
Mostly white with some different color brown spots. Big floppy ears.
We are alike in many ways. I think you and I.
Are you from this area? You don't sound like it.
I'm from all over. I have before I struck out on my own, I was part of a roving clan, mainly in the mountains and the forests, but a little bit here, a little bit there. Did you are you all for hire, or did you just kind of run into each other?
We've kind of picked up people here or there along the way. It's been a pretty much rotating group. Some, have other interests in here. They come from more altruistic reasons. I feel I should point out that at the end of this quest is a dragon.
A dragon, you say?
A not friendly dragon. We are been sent to try to negotiate with it.
Well,
I'm not sure how well that's going to go, so I just want you to be aware where we're heading.
that is indeed good to know. That bit of information had not reached my ears. But well, if that has anything to do with all of these undead that we have been fighting, I think it's a worthy cause. There are plenty of fine folk that would be in grave danger. This infestation, so to speak, were to expand.
Indeed. And we hear apparently this dragon's den is attracting undead for unknown reason.
Yes.
So this could get really interesting.
Well, it's a good thing I have my trusty bow and my fine feathered friends in Hill. You see Uvrazi raise a hand, and a couple of small little birds kind of land and twitter about his hand.
Princess.
Princess, I love it.
I am no princess. But these little ones have followed me around. It's a very strange sensation. I don't know why, but I can control them. Even.
That is strong magic. Hopefully they will be useful.
They have saved me on more than one occasion in the past.
Good. We can all use some saving sometimes. Do we have a short rest done yet?
Yeah. You guys wanted one. As you're like kind of walking and talking, I'm assuming the short rest would already pass by. Enough as is as you travel across the route, moving, kind of getting closer into the night as you've traveled a good 20 miles away from Leylon. As in the night, you do hear kind of a noise in the distance. As I'd like you all roll a perception check. See if you can hear it or not. Oh,
I don't think I can hear it.
Indeed, I
Bless
can.
it.
Zazie fucking curse.
At least it's a freaking perception.
Alright, as you hear a groan fill the air as moaning humanoid figures covered in dry bird droppings sprint towards you on the road. As these beings near their grayish rotting flesh becomes apparent. A pair of red-faced women in armor running behind undead crying, "Stop these zombies!" as you hear a shouting along the road.
Is it dark enough that
It is dark.
those without night vision need light? Okay, then I'll cast light on myself. So I'm giving off light.
What do you guys do?
I'll real quick just cast Entangle at the zombies to try and stop them from moving.
Alright. As you cast Entangle on the zombies nearby that you are facing, you easily get them entangled and wrapped around the vicinity. You do not see the two individuals in the distance. You do hear their voices as they do keep shouting in the distance. As you entangle the zombies from moving, getting closer to you, as the two of them begin to just stay there rooted, kind of gnawing towards you.
Can we head towards these people that were fleeing from the zombies?
Sure.
Yeah, I
Oh,
would.
they're chasing the zombies, weren't
As,
they?
as you quickly enough see
Oh.
fit to follow in pursuit, I'm assuming, after these things. As you do eventually see in the distance, you will get to a map. So we'll roll initiative as you rooted the creatures from far away and leaving them behind so you don't have to deal with them. For those that do not have light vision, I will give them to you if you're casting a spell of something. You're casting light.
Yeah, just the cantrip.
Okay.
Wow. Is that dog shit initiative? As I look and just saw Eurolist 5. Whoops.
As you see the zombies in the distance, these zombies are not normal traditionally. As you can see that they're rather grotesque and bigger than normal average zombies. They are still human, but they look like they are amplified.
Great. Zombies on steroid.
At least you didn't get a natural on one of them NPCs did. Alright, Zazie. As we got some
Well,
dynamic lighting for this place.
bonus action blade song.
Okay.
Then I will cast mirror image, and I will step a little bit up ahead and hold my spot.
Okay. As a greater zombie begins to make its descent, moving 30 feet instead of the natural normally, as it will make 2 empowered slam attacks on one of the guards. 11 is a miss, 17 is a hit, as it deals 5 bludgeoning and 8 necrotic. As this one will step in. Take this, you disgusting foul beast! You won't make it towards the tower! as you hear that shouting. As she does 2 strikes. A 10 and a natural 1. Ouch. Mercy.
Okay. I still can't see shit, so we're gonna move.
You
So
got the
5,
you got the creepy view.
10.
Gonna fall down the cliff.
Is that a cliff?
Yeah,
That's
it's a cliff. You can tell by the art. It's not a cliff. It's like more of like you're on a upper level. That's goes
okay.
lower. So you can go down there,
I
but
thought
it would take 10 feet.
Yeah, I thought it was a road. To be honest,
No,
I
it's
thought it
not a
was like a
road.
dirt road. Okay.
You
10.
can tell by the trees.
15. I see. Yeah. Wait, that was 5, 10, 15, 20.
You have the high ground.
30.
I
I do have the high ground. I still can't see
I like
anything.
watching through your vision. It's so creepy. It's like eerie.
Yeah. Well, I can't see shit, so I'm just gonna end my turn.
Yeah, unfortunately, having the high ground doesn't help when you can't see anything.
As this zombie will be making its descent towards you guys, it will begin to action dash. As you see this big, grotesque zombie standing 8 feet tall and long limbs, as this thing looks like almost like a Goliath size human. This one will also follow in pursuit as it begins to make itself known. This one will move towards the veterans and attack. Using an empowered slam. 11 and 25. 25's hit. For 8 bludgeoning and 12 necrotic. Alright. Razi.
Let's see. Well, without going too crazy, I'm just gonna go move up 10 feet here, just so I can see a little bit better. And I will attack homeboy here with sharpshooter.
Alright.
So 23.
That's a hit.
So I'm assuming that hits.
Mm-hmm.
17 damage.
Okay.
And what I'm actually going to do on this one is we're just going to try it. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw against my spell save DC.
What's your spell save?
14.
Alright, 13 it fails. What happens?
It moves 15 feet
Slower? Okay.
horizontally backwards.
Oh, it's what is it? What is the spell?
It's the swarming.
Oh, the swarm.
It's the swarm.
Does it do it now or on its turn?
It says immediately after you hit a creature with an attack.
It's they're moving it, right?
Yes, yeah.
So does it?
Because you can.
I don't think it takes AOs though. It just makes it move.
No. It doesn't take any extra damage. It just moves it.
No, for attack of opportunity.
Yeah, because you're making it move. I don't think you get one.
You're forcing it. Yeah, so you're force moving it.
Yeah,
It
no.
does
That's
take it.
Yeah, that's.
It
I was
does-
just wanting to get him away. So.
Yeah. I'm just asking. All right.
It does take extra damage. It says it takes the attack's target takes 1d6 piercing damage from the sword. So roll an extra d6.
I just thought it just says one of the following ways. Either the damage, or the push, or you.
He has to choose.
You're right.
Yeah. So I mean, I could have done the damage, and maybe that would have
All right.
been the better option.
Yeah,
But I can still see this other one, so then I'm gonna turn my direction to that one, or my attention to that one.
Sure.
Another sharpshooter. So that's a 15.
That's a hit. Nice.
23. Oh, you know what? Can I? I'm gonna swarm again.
Okay.
Once on each turn.
Oh, it does say once.
Yeah.
Doesn't. Rip. Okay, never mind. Then. Then that's gonna be my
Point.
turn.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm gonna move forward, I guess.
Ranger.
Can I jump down? That's only 10 feet.
Correct. Give me an acrobatics or athletics. DC's a 10. You make it down 10 feet. Is this where they're at? Currently it's a ledge. That is 10 feet as well.
Okay. From here, I can see them at least. I'm gonna throw. Hang on, let me make sure I have the range. Oh yeah, I've got plenty of range. Throw this up here.
Okay.
Erupting Earth.
Nice.
And where is the button? There it is.
Dexterity. They both fail, taking 23 magical damage. Someone's out there! Come please, help us, quickly! As this one will slam into him. 19 and a 15. 15 is a miss. For 16 points of damage. That's that looking really hurt. As this buddy begins to make its move. As it hears noise as it begins to shamble off. I will kind of make it fall, actually, as it drops to the ground, prone, ending its turn. As you do see it, Eurolith, coming for you. Alright. This one will disengage. As, quick! We must get out of here! There's too many of them! So they begin to move back. Zazie.
Alright, bonus action, Shadow's Blade at 3rd level.
Nice.
Step up. It'll be an extra D8 damage.
Nice. Ooh.
Nicely done, 24 points of damage.
Nice.
And I will hit him again.
As you strike into it, you can tell these things are a lot harder than the
God bless it.
regular ones. Oh damn! Is that an advantage?
Oh, that's, I forgot. I keep forgetting I have advantage. Hold on.
Yeah, this is it, now. It's considered dark in here. 12. That's a miss.
Well, that'll be my turn. I'll just sit right on top of him.
All right. This one will try to attack. 13's a miss. A 21 is a hit. As they take, holy crap. 17. They're down to like sliver. So they will disengage as well.
I'm gonna target this guy next to Sazi.
Okay.
With a sharpshooter shot from the longbow. 22 is gonna hit, I assume.
Yep.
And
For 16.
I'm gonna add 16 and Eldritch Smite for another 17 to knock him prone as well.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hop down the cliff to like
Give me an
here.
acrobatics or athletics. DC 10.
Okay. Should be able to do that.
You
I
land
do.
on. Okay.
Okay. And move. That took 10 feet, so I should be able to move here. Ooh, that guy's prone. Well, I'll still shoot at him with disadvantage, but I'll make it a regular shot. There's no sharpshooter on this. Damage.
That's a hit.
18 for 11 on this guy. Yeah, and I'll just I'll end my turn here.
Alright, this one stands back up as it attacks Zazie twice. A 12 and a 20.
I will cast shield and they'll both miss.
Okay.
But you have mirror image up still.
Oh, that's your mirror's image is still up. So let me roll a d20.
Yeah. A 9, it pops one of your
Yeah.
mirror images.
Excellent.
Alright, the zombie will make its descent to you as well, slamming twice. 26 and a 23. Roll me 2 more for your mirror image. That's the one popped. And another one. A 2 that hits you. Do you want to shield the 23?
Yeah, that'll give me a 25.
Okay. And this one is looking in this here as it begins to move slowly as it will stumble down prone on the ground as it stays prone. Razi.
Okay. I will step up here a little bit. I will attack the injured one.
Okay.
With a... We'll do a sharpshooter shot. 15.
Yep.
Okay. 19 damage.
Okay.
It's still alive, I'm assuming.
Yeah, these things are hardy.
Okay. I will, I'll attack again, with a sharpshooter. Try and finish it off.
Yeah, that's it. Did you
Bang,
kill it?
bang.
Let's go roll a
Sweet.
con save. Give me a second. Nope, it's dead. It's undead fortitude.
Okay. Yeah, and then it's gonna be my turn. I don't really have much else.
Alright, Eurylith. As you see two undead zombies next towards you, prone on the ground, as they're slowly trying to get back up.
So If I go to Ham, what's the likelihood of starting a forest fire here?
In the Mare of the Dead mares, 50-50 chance, because the Mare of the Deadlands is a swamp, but this is dry wood, so there's a guaranteed chance you would set this ablaze. So you would have to wait until it rains, I guess. It depends if you can put the fires out afterwards, then you could probably salvage it. But if you decide to just burn the whole place down, then well, chances are you're going to make a disaster for Leylon in the future. It's gonna be like airflow quality low, like fucking real life. Like you could start a fire, but I'm hoping you're gonna end a fire.
Well, I can end my fire, but if my fire causes other fires, that probably wouldn't be able to be dispelled.
No, but I'm just saying, and I'm stating just in general sense that if you manage to put the fire out as a team or whatever, if you didn't and you let it spread, then well, that's kind of your beef. It takes a long time to like spread fire anyways, but if you don't catch it quickly enough, then yes, it will spread fast. Especially in a place like this, it's pretty dry. Because you're not fully in the Mare of the Deadlands, you're kind of on the trail still.
Right.
So you would impede people from coming towards Leylon this way. They would have to go by boat.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action for now. Move first. Back over next to Mercy. I'm gonna hold a spell until Zazie starts moving, I think. And if Zazie doesn't move, then I'll use it after that. I have somewhat of a plan.
Alright, Mess Boy is going to follow in pursuit. Because he goes prone on the ground. He'll actually stand up though. And move Ash and Dashing, moving its way here. This one spends half its movement back up as he gets closer, holding an action for a slam. As the two begin to reassess the situation, offering a healing potion to its comrade to heal for 6. So Z.
Well, we'll try at this guy again with my sword.
That's a hit.
And then another one. Oh, I forgot I gotta do an addition because this is a third level. Oof.
Nice. That's bloody.
Dear God, he's still not down.
Extra D8 should be doubled too, right?
No,
Yeah,
these things are not regular zombies. These are greater zombies.
The extra D, he's right. The extra D8 should also be doubled.
Yep. Let me. You can just roll it again if you want.
Okay.
More damage. Okay.
And at this point, I'm going to leave it to the new guy, and I'm going to bunny hop.
Boing.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Oh, you jumped down. Nice.
Oh, thank you so much, because that is exactly what I wanted you to do. And now my spell is going to go off, and I'm going to cast Plant Growth.
All right,
Good
everywhere.
luck moving, zombies. Yep.
Right. As good luck everybody else as well.
That's why I wanted Zazie to move first, because I know he's the only melee person here.
All right. As they fucking barely move, they'll ash and dash and move 1 square.
Ooh.
As this person can barely move themselves. What the hell is going on? As they ash and dash 1 square. Whoa. What's going on here? Mercy.
That changed so many things
Yep.
that I
Have fun.
had. Oh, I'm not trying to move. So I was trying to make the zombies move. What will be most useful here? These things make me nervous, but I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers. I say, let me flip this order. Bonus action, unsettling words on the zombie right next to Zazie. So minus d6 to the save. I'm gonna make him do, and then I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers at a 2nd level on him. Oh, sorry, that was a 3rd level. Let me fix that. I was supposed to be a 2nd level. I'll just recast it.
I hate to break a bubble,
I'll
but
do-
it got a 21. Natural 20.
Oh, it got a natural 20, then it doesn't matter.
It takes
But it
half.
still takes half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't move. Yeah. I could roll my d6 and see if it still gets it down, I suppose.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah, okay, fine. Well, then I'm gonna Hexblade curse the one right next to me and end my turn.
Okay. A zombie dead. That's like the worst spell I hate. I hate that one. It's like that one and Spike Wall, as well as I believe Shield of Faith. Those are my top 3 hates currently.
I
As a
love
DM.
Dissonant Whispers.
No,
Such
not
a
that
micro.
spell. I don't have an issue with that one.
Oh.
No, the plant growth is really annoying, which is why I use it very sparingly.
That's very annoying because they have to use all their action just to get to 1 square.
Okay.
Because what's the movement speed again? It's like 4
Quartered.
times.
Yeah, so it would be like 7.5 feet per turn.
So it's 1 square basically.
Yep.
For anybody, really, honestly, that has a really shitty movement, except for a monk.
I have 2.
What?
I have 2 squares of movement.
For what, 60 feet?
No, for 40, because it's divided by 4.
Yeah, because they have 60, and so they're moving like really shitty.
Okay, I'll attack the damaged one right in front of me.
Sure.
Kind of get that one
Yeah.
out of the way.
It's looking at you.
Hey, hold on.
They're down by the
Oh.
way. 10 feet.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, what I was gonna do wasn't gonna work. So I'll just attack this guy.
Okay. That's a hit.
Bow. He's still up.
Yes.
Fork knife. Yeah, we'll attack again.
Okay.
Another sharpshooter.
That's a hit.
Boom. Ba-boom.
Alright, it dies.
Okay, and then, so on that second hit, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my swarm to move me 5 feet horizontal forward. Get a little extra movement speed. Da, 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 da. And then I'm gonna use as a bonus action, because my movement. How big of an area is the plant growth?
Everywhere. It's like 300 feet.
300 feet.
It's the
Okay.
whole map and more.
Okay, so I'm gonna use bonus action Writhing Tide. And my swarm is gonna come up underneath me, and move me 10 feet. So I'm gonna be right here at the edge of the cliff. And that will end my turn.
Alright, Eurylis.
All right, now it's time for firepower.
You just burn everything.
Burn it all.
This one's a little more controlled.
Oh, the radiant. I think you can get it right here. Give me a second.
That's what I'm trying. Yep.
There you go. Ooh, the pillar of flame. That thing's gonna just burn. Does it come from the ground for you, or does it come from the heavens?
Let's say the ground,
Alright.
just because I like how that feels, like the flavor of that.
Yeah, it's a pillar of flame and radiant light. Flames right.
Wow, that is bad damage.
Yeah, you rolled a bunch of ones. Alright, let me do 14, 14, 4. They all fail. Alright, I took it. Alright, this one looks at you. Mercy. It's going to slam twice into you. A 14 and a 13. Mitch's.
Both miss.
This one goes to Zazie. 19 and an 18, which is both misses.
Correct.
Alright, this veteran's kind of like, what the hell is going on?
Alright, I will move 10 feet, 5 feet, since that's all I can do in this growth. And then I will attack this one.
If I had a grid, I would put it on there, but I don't. It's non-existent.
I'm going to attack the one to my right with the sword.
Sword. 16. It's a hit. Wow.
And again.
Ooh.
And that'll be it.
Okay. The zombie is moving very slowly. This guy's moving very slowly. Mercy.
Okay, I'm gonna take out my dagger and I'm gonna stab this guy in front of me.
How dare you stab him?
But I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade first.
Okay.
And then stab him.
13's a miss.
Okay, well then, fuck. Never mind. That's the end of my turn.
Alright, this one is slowly making its descent 5 feet.
Is it an action or a bonus action to end a spell? Or
Free action.
It's a free action.
okay. So I am going to cast Wind Wall.
Okay. You can draw on the screen if you want.
Yeah.
Because I don't actually have that grid prepared for you.
What I would like to do, because like, can I barely see that other zombie that's down to the bottom?
It's above you.
Oh, that's above. That's on the cliff above.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I will just draw the wind wall like right there,
Okay.
like on top of those three,
Sure.
because that should keep Zazie out of it.
What's the wind wall do? Give me the descriptions.
Yep. It's not like quite making full use of it, but so they need to make a spell save.
What's the
Yeah,
save?
strength saving throw.
Strength.
Strength save. Sorry. Save. Sorry. 14.
At the
No.
start, is it at the
12.
start of their turn or no? Or right away? When it appears, each creature. Okay, so strength.
Yeah.
Alright, 22, 14, and 6.
So the 6 fails. The other 2.
Takes half as much, so 3d8.
So.
Strong wind keeps the fog smoke at bay. Small or flying objects lose weight. Arrows and bolts and ordinary objects are deflected by the wall and automatically miss.
Alright, so 13 damage to the one that failed, and 6 or 7 to the other 2.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I kind of fucked us a little bit, but I
Yeah.
wanted to use the cool spell. I was hoping to do a little bit more damage than that, but yeah, that's gonna be my turn then, though.
Alright, you're left.
Rip.
All right, I'm gonna move over here just a little bit, and then I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at this dude over here
Okay.
at 4th level. So that's 5 rays. Does the 15 hit?
15 is a hit. Yeah, it's AC.
Okay, perfect.
.42 damage. Zombie. The wall doesn't say anything about it's getting pushed, right? It just can't. Is everything
Yeah, that's
stays in it has to make a save, right?
well. That's what I was just looking at again, and it doesn't actually. It just says when it appears.
Yeah, so it just stays there as long as people don't go in there or go there. Alright, so it's gonna move 5 feet out of it.
That's really dumb. I took a really dumb spell.
It's not bad, it's just it's situational. It's like water wall.
Yeah.
All the walls are different. Alright, it's going to slam into it's gonna choose actually. It's gonna be Eurolith as it turns around. 25 and 26.
Oh yeah.
Alright, you take 9 bludgeoning and 9 necrotic. As well as you take 9 bludgeoning and 4 necrotic. As this one will sidestep.
You said 4 necrotic on that last one?
Correct. 16 and 25. That's Ozzy.
What was this?
16 and 25.
Okay, so the 16 misses, and the 25.
You can roll the d20 for your mirror image. 3, that hits you.
And shield won't help that, so that's just going to come through.
Alright, take 7 points of bludgeoning and 8 necrotic. Zazie.
Okay. Well, I am going to attack this one with my sword. .24 points of damage. I assume he's still up.
24 on the one bloody behind you. Let me see.
Yeah, the one just above me.
He's dead. He gets crippled as his con save failed.
And then I will turn around and attack this one.
Ching.
19 points. And that will be it.
Alright. Those zombies slowly making its descent. 1 year later! Mercy.
Okay. I'm gonna try Dissonant Whispers again because I just really want this to work.
Which one?
The one right next to me here. And yes, I'll do another second level Dissonant Whispers.
Wisdom saving? 10 fails.
It's a so it will take 6 damage, but it also has to move and opportunity attacks.
Yep. Zazie and Mercy, go for it. Shanked it. Nice. You have the green flint blade on, right?
No,
Oh, okay. That's a
it
crit.
only lasts.
Pow!
26. Oof.
Yes, and that will end my turn. That's why we like that spell.
Alright, the zombie gets out of it slowly, as I will go for Euryalus. 23 and 15.
Those are both hit.
Alright, take 9 points of bludgeoning, 7 necrotic. Second one, you take 9 points of bludgeoning, 5 necrotic. Razi.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the wind wall.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack this one with sharpshooter.
Which one, sorry? Apologies, I didn't see.
Sorry, the damaged one here.
That's a hit. You kill it. Let's roll a con save first. Let's see if it sustains. Nope, it's dead.
And then I will attack the other one again with sharpshooter. Another 19.
Yep.
There's that one, and then I will.
It'll be the easiest recap for you, Euryalus. We just.
I'm good.
Seeing that Eurolith is a little fucked up, I'm gonna use my swarm to try and push that one away.
All right, what's the save?
So,
Strength.
strength save of 14.
14.
Natural 20.
Rip.
So they can't lift it away.
All right. Well, that is going to be my turn.
All right.
Like the image of a little, just tiny birds trying to lift a giant zombie.
Well, since this is probably going to be my last thing I do for this combat, let's just go with nice little burning hands.
Burning. It fails. It takes 10 fire.
Goodbye.
That'd be
I was
kind
trying.
of cool. Burning hands would like light you on fire for like a round or something. So we kind of make it more worthwhile using it. But you know. Zazie.
Um,
Just chuck their freaking sword at it.
You can you still bunny hop?
yes, I can. I just counting, looking how many I have left. I'll bunny hop, and then I'll attack this one.
DM recommends you chuck your sword. 18's a hit. Whack! With the extra damage, oomph onto it. 2. It's still alive. Very hurt. It's a heal. It's got to roll a con save. It fails as you slice it like butter.
Okay, that was a quick one. This is a bad guy as well, yes?
Yeah, he's up top 10 feet.
I will just stay right where I'm at, staring him down.
Alright. As it tumbles down, prone.
Yeah.
I have advantage anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but now I have disadvantage.
And you guys are laughing at it because this fucking fell down. It's a zombie. What do you expect?
I want to hit it. I'm gonna cast a 3rd level healing word onto Eurolith
Ooh.
for
12.
12. And I'm gonna take 2 regular shots at that guy since he's prone on the ground.
Ooh, that's a hit. It's also a hit. It's almost dead.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I got.
Alright, Razzie, it's up to you.
Let's see. I mean, can I see that guy? I should be able to see him, right?
Well, if he's on your screen, then you can
Yeah.
see him.
Fair. That's a valid point.
Of course, you're at disadvantage if you shoot at him.
Right. Right.
But he has the high ground, which is advantage, so that equals out to.
Is that a thing?
You're shooting from higher altitude. Usually, that gives you an advantage.
It doesn't.
I guess
because
it's
he's
up to the DM.
proned. He
Right,
would-
but wouldn't that cancel it out?
No. I would allow it at higher. You're not at this state. Probably not. Because he doesn't have natural vision. He's using Mercy's light, so he can see it dimly. He's blind as a bat. If he had dark vision, I would allow it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And you said it's a 10-foot drop, right?
Yeah, you have to make a check. Or if you're going to fly down instead, you're fine.
Oh. I had casted Writhing Tide last, or two turns ago, right? It says it lasts for a minute.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use that bonus action, and have my guys move me 10 feet down to the bottom of the cliff.
Okay.
Um,
You're like a princess. He's right.
I'm telling you.
And then I am going to, even though it's at disadvantage, I will not do sharpshooter. I will just straight attack it. So
Alright.
16.
Yup, it's a hit.
Okay. There's 8 Damahe.
WG. Yep, it's still alive.
And then, again, I will attack.
Yep.
Sweet.
Alright, let's see if it's...
Oh. On that second one, I'm also going to use my swarm.
It's okay. You got a natural one, you kill it.
Oh. Sweet.
And in combat.
Well done, everybody.
Well
Yeah,
done
not
indeed.
too shabby.
Uh,
Should we go check on these other people over here?
You can't move because everything is spiked. It's growthed everywhere.
Oh.
As you struggle to get out. As she can't
Oh.
undo it.
No, but I can just start burning a path for us, which I will do.
Burninating.
Produce flame. I'll just like put a flame out in front of me and just kind of burn the stuff down.
Alright,
I just, now that we're out of combat, just continually writhing tide.
Alright, we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, so if you need a bio, we'll be back. As you talk to the 2 veteran guards, that you saved their lives, as you're realizing quickly enough that there is a lot of undead in the situation of this area, and unknown to what they were talking about. Maybe they will foretell you some more information further.
All right, I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick snack. I'm hungry.
Mic on.
I'm back.
Welcome.
You know, the thing I hate most about fighting undead is you never find anything good on them. Unless you're talking about like the vampires or something.
I don't know, maybe whoever they were rich in their life before they were unalive. Doubtful of these ones, though.
Mic
Yeah.
off.
We need our forge cleric and find so we can find random bits of metal and turn it into gold.
That would be helpful.
Yeah. That is the best part, I feel like, of playing a forge cleric is you can just be like, oh, this random person has a junk sword. Well, guess what? It's gold now.
Nice. That'd be worth quite a bit of money.
Yeah. I think technically they count as like half price, but still, you fight a bunch of bandits and get like 100 gold from them.
Right back. Everybody back?
Uh,
I don't know.
I thought
There's
you
at
were
least two of us here.
the seer of all. I got myself some ice cream. A little bit, not a lot. Got orange sickle ice cream. I love it. It's like sorbet mixed with vanilla ice cream. So good. I love orange. Anything orange is my favorite.
I take
Yeah.
very large issue with anything orange mixed with vanilla. That flavor combo makes me very cringe.
Oh, I love it. I love
Oh,
it.
I know.
Orange chocolate
Yeah.
too. Oh, so good.
Orange chocolate's okay, but like orange vanilla gives me orange toothpaste vibes, and I don't like it.
Oh, I don't know. I just like the creamsicle flavored stuff. I don't know. I grew up on that shit, so.
Haagen-Dazs used to make a raspberry vanilla like that. They had a raspberry outer and vanilla interior. Oh, so good.
I'm not a huge raspberry person. I've tried to like it. I just can't get into it. The berries are either too sweet or too sour.
I love
Like sour.
raspberries. It's my favorite.
See, we're opposites. I can't do it. I cannot do it. All right, what do you guys want to do? As you burn a Nate across the land, making your way towards the two individuals. You saved their life, nearly getting killed and eaten by these horrible creatures. that can move. Astonishing movement speed normally. As they look at you, you can tell by their wardrobes and stuff, they look like they were members of a current crew, but saw fit to leave unexpectedly. As you can see across their banners, you can roll a history check. As you see it, Zazie, as you recognize the banners across their kind of tabards and stuff, as they're torn by zombies a little bit, and you can tell they are from the Chimera's crew, as they're pretty far out from here. As they look like kind of brigands themselves.
Be careful. These are robbers.
They look
Maybe
at
even murderers.
They look
Keep
at
your
you.
distance. Do I still? Oh no, it's probably been more than a minute, huh?
Yeah, it's been more. They look at you as they're like, if it wasn't for you, we would be dead. We have our thanks. As they look and hear you say about the Chimera crew. We left that crew. We saw what they were doing, and we weren't too happy to be a part of it.
Well, if you're looking for a more honest living, perhaps you could be of use in Leylon and might get you further away from the undead for the time being.
We're not interested in that kind of work. We plan to go back to Luskin.
Oh, no. I'm thinking Leylon is going to want to talk to you.
As they look at you.
I just look right back.
As they draw
I
their,
really
they draw their
fight
blades.
you.
Pshing!
Oh,
Now,
gosh.
now, friends. We all fight
Those
for
are
the
no
side of the living
friends
here.
of ours.
If they fight for the side of the living, they are friends for the time being. We can solve those other issues at a different moment.
You let us pass, or we'll gut you. I'm not afraid
Now,
to die.
you should be. You have no idea of what the other side holds.
For
For a
Miles,
person,
it's just undead. You don't make it.
Sure, you can go on your own. Let's see how far you get.
We'll take our chances.
Shoo.
As they begin to leave.
Yeah, we need to get someplace where we can start thinking about a long rest, I think.
It's pretty dark anyway. We should try and find the safest spot we can.
I do agree. I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay. As your eyes go opaque black, as you can see everything around you.
Should we cross over to the other side of the road? It seems to be less swamp.
Yeah, let us try and find a place to rest.
Maybe on the edges of the hills.
You're actually kind of in the center. There's not. You were not. You would take. It would take you a while to get to the hills.
I know,
Can
but we could at least get away from the
mare,
yeah.
yeah. Well, do you
That
want
I
to keep
think is more
moving
important.
more while you? You can keep moving, but you'll have to big checks for exhaustion. Like, you can move away from the swamp, but you just won't. You'll still be near it, but you won't be in it. You're not even near it. You're not in it directly. You're around it.
Yeah, I'd like to kind of take a look around and try and look for. We saw like a little bit of cliffs and look for some sort of outcropping or shelter that we could use.
All right, give me a survival check. 22. As you begin to try to find the best situation in where the Mare of the Dead Men's is in the swampy area, but you're more in the foresty area. You do find kind of a place where there are some bushes, some trees that kind of surround the vicinity of a couple boulders away from the mare itself. But it's unclear if this will give you enough cover, but this will do for the time being.
Yeah, no fire. Well, let me put up my tent.
Most assuredly, we should keep watch throughout the night.
Yes, and let me put up the tent. There's only 4 of us, right?
What is that spell?
You put up a regular tent and then you cast a spell and it creates like a big inside, sort of like the TARDIS, and it can fit up to, if you throw it high enough level, it can fit up to like 8 people. It has its own kitchen, beds, and everything. It can be cast
Harry
as a
Potter tent.
ritual.
I've never seen any of these spells. Where are you getting these spells?
Off of your list, I just
Oh,
scanned through them all.
Shit, I've never seen these ones.
I sat there when I was making this character, and I just looked down every single spell in that list that you had.
Wait, what list?
When you go to when you're in the character creator,
Oh, you're looking
you
at
go
the
to the
official
spells,
ones. Yeah, right.
and I'm just scrolling down looking at every single.
I've never seen any of these spells. I guess no one uses them. I don't know. I've never seen this one.
This has a foyer with a writing desk, a bed chamber large enough to sleep 2, and the floor. I can cast it as a 3rd level spell, and we can sleep 6 people. So that's what I'll do. So we can just have one person stay outside, standing guard every 2 hours, and everybody else can just rest in the tent.
I guess I'm used to tiny huts, so it's different, you know.
Yeah, I like this one better because it comes equipped with everything. You can have a kitchen and everything.
I will take first watch if you are comfortable with that, because I have just given myself the vision, so I'd like to
Well,
not have.
I think we're all going to have to take turns.
Someone doesn't have to if they don't want to. I'll take watches 2 and 3.
I can take 4.
Bad things happen when I take a watch, so it's probably best if I don't.
All right, we'll get settled in and get to resting.
What do you want to do for your watch as you are with a new party of members? You've only been with them for a few hours. As it's hard to tell if you trust them or not, but seeing fit, the last moment, Zazie had let those individuals go. As there's hope for humanity, even if you did a lot of bad things in your days. as undead seem to be swarming around this place more than normal as it's getting worse day by day. As what would you like to do, Razi, as you keep your first watch?
I think I'll just kind of, play with my birds a little bit. Kind of just talk to them, and well, it seems we have found some companions for now. I don't know what lies ahead of us. Apparently a dragon. So that is that is something. What have you gotten me into, Raif? Well, there's not much I can do now. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. I'll just kind of, after playing with my birds for a while, I'll kind of just flip up my hood and kind of just walk around for a little bit, keep my eyes out.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
Perception, where did you go? There you are. Great.
You're not paying attention at all. You have other things in mind in the back of your head.
Playing with the damn birds.
Tweet, tweet. As
Maybe I should have taken a watch this time.
So let your sleep in. Sleep in beauty. Go sleep. Alright, as who do you want to wake up, Razi?
Yurla said they were taking second watch, right?
I think
Yep.
that... Alright. As you
I
prod
got the next.
Yurlith as they're currently in a trance state.
Hello, friend. I believe it is,
Yes, thank you. I will go.
10. I will,
Take your rest. Have a good night.
okay.
Eurolith
Right
will
to
just
it.
go outside and plop herself on the ground, whittling her little branch still, and just chill.
Excuse me, before I bed down, you are a very, very matter-of-fact person. Is that accurate?
I mean, I don't understand a lot of like human and other cultural things. I wasn't. I was raised in this forest we're headed to, so I'm around elves.
I see. I've not had much experience with elves, besides the occasional one in the village or two. But I appreciate your straightforwardness. I think that will be of some use.
Thank you. I think I'm very bad at social situations, and sometimes it helps.
Hey, well, I am a bird, so I can relate to that.
Good night.
Glad to have you around.
Well, thank you. That's very sweet.
Stay safe.
And then I'll just go back to whittling.
Alright. As your watch concludes for your first 2 hours as your second watch, you can roll perception check. Wow. Yeah, you don't... You're highly alert. You can tell, just by feeling the nature around the vicinity, you can tell a dark force looms across the forest of Crypt Gardens, as it's unwelcoming, especially knowing the fact that dead swarm the area As the life in that forest slowly begins to wither away. For what reason is unknown. Is it related to the dragon? Is it related to anything? Hard to say if there's still life there, and will it be as you remember as it once was.
This should be interesting. And words. Wow, cannot talk. Who's up next? Who was I waking up for the last watch?
Zazie.
All right, I'll go do that then.
I think we did it out of order. I think honestly, because you need a 4-hour trance, right? So.
Oh yeah, I mean, oh,
You'll just sleep. You'll just have to wait a little bit longer.
sorry guys.
Okay.
I'll wake up Ozzy.
Ozzy will get out and wiggle his nose, twitch his ears, look around. And then he'll
All
just
right. Good
take
morning.
the pacing. You have a good night. Sleep. Rest.
I'll try.
Whatever. And I just pace around the tent at about a 15-foot radius.
Okay. You may roll the perception as you are attentive of everybody's sleeping patterns and outside the tent. As you do see in the distance, the hills are covered with something. Hard to say what, as you can see the hills before you. You can see silhouettes of things moving gradually, as you can tell. They are not orcs or trolls or even ogres. There are contaminants from the people from the Crypt Garden Forest, as they're pretty far away from your camp, but you can just see silhouettes moving, as you can see forces of likely undead.
Are they, as I study them, does it look like they're coming this way, getting closer?
It looks like they're going more into the Crypt Garden Forest. As they're coming from somewhere.
Can I tell which direction they're coming from?
You can roll me a nature check, or you can roll me a survival check.
Well, that's not going to make a difference either way.
14. It's hard to ascertain where they're coming from, but where they're going, it's clearly the Crypt Garden Forest.
Okay.
As your watch concludes, as everybody gets a long rest, except for Urlith, as they'll have to sleep 2 more, well, transfer 2 more hours.
Just carry me. I'm not that heavy.
Do we have a roguish, stealthy kind of person in there? Razi, do you stealth?
I would like to believe I'm pretty stealthy. What would you like me to do?
Well, I was thinking, while we're letting Druid Girl over here get a little bit more rest, we can kind of check out. Do I still see movement out in the distance over there?
No, the dawn is forth, and you don't see it anymore. As it looks like the sun is not their friend. They do not stick around in the sun, as the light shines upon the hills. But the Crypt Garden Forest is pitch dark, due to obviously, the fact that they're all kind of close together. It's almost like webs intertwined of trees, but that's far away still. It's at least, from your distance, 15 miles.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay, well then never mind. I was gonna go check out the if there's any information we can get from the trails or anything, but 15 miles is just a little bit too
You'll
far.
have to go off the trails to get to Crypt Garden Forest. That's the only way to get there.
I know. I just wanted to check
you
out.
could get there the
tracks.
You could get there by moving by the trails, but it would take you longer to go all the way around. Which you can get to the forest, but taking the trail would take you 10 days to get around the mountains. which I don't think you guys want to deal with.
And what about 3 days to get through the mountains? Hills, I mean.
It take you 20 miles. It takes you a day to get to the hills, to the Crypt Garden Forest.
Yeah, okay, I guess that's the way we're going.
Because on the big map, you can move around the hills, but it just takes longer. Because this way goes to Baldur's Gate. Which I'll be playing next month. Can't wait.
A fuck up air.
Hell yeah. Alright. As eventually 2 hours subsides, as you obviously get everything packed and ready, as eventually your Lithi do wake up. They are been moving, as obviously someone's carrying you, I'm assuming at this point. I'm assuming Razi.
Thanks for the lift.
As you're like piggybacked on his shoulders.
You are most welcome.
Would wild shaping into like a horse help us travel faster?
No, the mountains won't help. It's rocky. Or
What about flying?
It won't change it. It's still 20 miles.
I don't know how many people could you fit all 3 of us up there?
I could, at the very least, turn myself into some kind of large bird, and then if I needed be, I could also then polymorph someone into
I
a
would
large
say,
bird.
yeah, it would reduce it for flying, but you would have to take an hour break every time in between. So you would probably cut 5 miles off for flying. Because you have to take an hour break every time as a druid for carrying a lot of people. As well as polymorphing into somebody, they have to take breaks every hour as well.
Well, that would still probably be better than trying to hike all the way through. We'd avoid quite a few encounters, probably. Although I do question how do we know if there's any manticore, any flying enemies around, any creatures?
You have no idea. This area is unknown. From where these individuals had fled, there is a tower nearby, but that's in the opposite direction, heading down more south.
So I guess that's up to you. We can certainly do that. If you polymorph someone and then you change yourself, one person can ride on each of you. And we make some pretty good time and avoid a lot of issues, probably.
I suppose my secret is hopefully safe with you all. I can actually fly. I do have. And you'll see Razi kind of sigh, and he'll kind of tap a ring that he has on one of his fingers, and all of a sudden those decrepit, gnarled wings kind of unfurl and become actually pristine black and brown spotted wings matching the rest of his coat.
Well, if he can fly, I can probably absolutely carry you two.
Yeah, especially since I weigh like 30 pounds.
It's only 30 pounds. You got like more fucking equipment on you, but yes, you do weigh like nothing. It's like your last character.
I don't know that I am strong enough to carry anyone myself, but
no, but I should be able to carry them.
Because I don't think Mercy's all that big either, relatively speaking.
No, it's just the knights are the armored guys.
Just normal human sized.
We'll tie them to a rope.
We already did that once when you thorn whipped me.
True.
George of the Jungle type shit.
That was very funny because she crit on me, and it was, yeah, that was very good.
The one time I actually crit, and it's not against an enemy.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Sounds like fun.
Right. So is that what we want to do?
All right, let's fly.
Okay.
Falcor.
All right. Everybody, keep your eyes peeled. Somebody keep two of us will keep our eyes on the ground to make sure nobody sees us, and then a couple of us can scan the sky so nobody comes from above.
I can fly a little bit lower and try and be a little stealthy and keep an eye on the ground. If you can fly a bit higher and keep an eye on the skies.
Sounds good.
So you guys begin to ascent as you transform. I'm assuming you use polymorph on something else as well for the other two dragonborns.
We gotta pretend we're bringing the dragonborns along as well.
Yeah, you gotta. They're part of your crew and they're heavy as hell. How the fuck are they gonna come with you?
Well, you can, I guess, like you said, polymorph one of them, and then the other one can ride on the back.
That's erotic. I like it. We should add that into it. Depends who it is. Is it Uvarax flying or is it the other way around?
Oh, that's up to you. You're left. She can pick whoever she wants.
Yeah, you can totally butcher somebody while they're not here.
I don't like this power.
Dragonborns running each other.
Sizzle should fly so he doesn't fall asleep and fall off while he's riding. That's too
Actually
old.
a very good point.
Alright. Sizzle turns into an eagle or whatever you turn it into. As he's old and decrepit looking. Get on me,
Fine.
sonny.
Doesn't have his stats, so that's all that matters.
As you start to begin to fly across, and so I'd like you to roll a perception, Zach, and a survival check for those that are looking around the vicinity as they fly. Everybody can roll it. You don't have to because you are now as a group. You're almost like a flock of birds, except for there's two of you. Actually, three of you. Sorry, I believe Razi's is doing his own thing, flying.
Yeah. You do see like the.
You do see, but I will say, Razi, you do move slower than the rest of them. They fly at a faster speed than you do.
What's their fly speed?
The bird speed's 60 feet to 120.
Oh, okay.
And you are just
Yeah,
like, I can't catch
30.
up. And you realize after like 5 minutes, so like they finally stop and get you.
I'll just fly lower and keep an eye on the ground.
Okay. All right.
Low and slow, baby.
So, as you begin to look around the vicinity of the hills, you do see hordes of undead in the distance, very far away, of course, miles away, but you can see a good splotch of the creatures moving into the Cryptguard forest as they are sporadically moving. You can't really ascertain what they are, but they are undead, zombies particularly, or even other creatures of undead species. As you can see, the hills itself are barren waste. You can see a lot of encampments of orcs or trolls have been evacuated as they left here, as a lot of the orcs and families that live here in the hills are empty, and ghost town, as there's nothing left. Either they were killed, or they were pushed out, or they migrated elsewhere, as this place is not safe for them. As it is a sad day for majority of races that cannot dwell in these places. It is a barren wasteland, as you don't even see manticores or any creatures around here. It is a ghost town. It showcases this place isn't bare and waste as the Crypt Garden Forest. If it's happening here, chances are it's happening in the forest as well. And that could lead to a lot of extinct creatures trying to migrate elsewhere or trying to find a new home in a forest. And it gives you a saddened feeling of seeing this place empty and not alive. In the meantime, you're welcome to roll either Herbies, or you can go for another chance on a magical item. 69, 68, 90. Mercy, you get one.
Ooh.
Well done.
Is the herbs a nature or
It's survival.
survival? Which one?
13, you get nothing.
Double 13.
You get some food, some game if you want, but there's no game here. It's ghost. Ghost town. All right. Let me get the table out. All right. Roll me D100 now, Mercy again for the table. 30. All right. As you come across your travels, you do eventually come across a body, as you see a backpack on top of the individual flying high above, but you see a corpse of something left down below. Unaware of who it was once. Maybe it was a human, maybe it was an orc, or maybe even potentially it could have been an undead that was warped, but the backpack remains left.
I guess I'll go up and open the backpack and see what's inside.
You have to let them know because you're flying with them, right? So they'll land
Oh,
down.
okay. Yeah.
Let's take our first break after an hour.
Whee!
Sounds good. Let's get a little bit of rest.
I see something on the ground. Seems like a good place to stop. Maybe we'll find something useful.
All right.
Once we land, I'll go up to the backpack.
As you do look inside the backpack, you do see some old stale rations of biscuit and bread, as they're well beyond expired, as they're not useful. You do find 3 torches that are still intact. As you go through along the belongings, you do find a mess kit, it is kind of dirty and grimy, as the person did not clean it after they had food. As you eventually see a pouch, as you can feel something of a glass material inside of it.
Okay, I'll pull it out and look at it.
Alright, roll me d10.
That's not ominous.
Alright. As you pull out an interesting potion itself, as you can give me a history check or arcana to identify it.
It is.
Alright,
Ooh.
you do know this is a potion of resistance, as you found a potion of resistance for thunder damage.
Okay. Well, I'll show this to the group and say could be helpful. I don't know that it's going to help against a green dragon, which hopefully we're not fighting anyway, but certainly been fighting a lot of thunder-related things lately.
Do I see, as we're stopped looking around and resting, do I see any plants nearby? Or is it just truly a
it's
wasteland?
it's a wasteland at this point. It's very hard to find plants here, but you rolled a 13, so you could find flowers, but they're not related to herbs. But they could be used for
Well,
teas.
I have speak with plants.
Oh, okay,
So I was gonna cast speak with plants.
sure. As you see,
And
a really dead kind of dreary flower. But
and just
it's
be like, what has happened here?
death has happened here.
Death has happened here?
Yes.
That is quite obvious, my friend.
You're talking
What-
to a flower.
Yes, what kind of death?
I saw creatures trample me, running from something horrible.
Did you see what they were running from?
I don't have eyes. I can only sense around me.
And what did you sense they were running from?
Grueling noises I heard, quaking across the ground, making noises, frightening children.
That seems mostly undead. Have you seen or sensed?
I cannot see, I told you.
I understand.
My name is Rhyme.
Hello, Rhyme. My name is Uvrati. It is a pleasure to meet you. Have you sensed anything draconic?
I do not know what that is. My intelligence is only a 2.
Ah. Have you sensed a dragon?
What is that?
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your help.
Can I pardon myself some water? I am parched. It hasn't rained in weeks.
That is most unfortunate. I think I could spare a little bit of...
As you guys see this guy
So-
talking to a freaking plant, you don't hear the plant talk back.
The druid was bad enough.
I'll pour just a little bit of water out of...
I always feel so good. I'm like showering in raindrops.
Be glad that I am not an evil man. I could have showered you with something much worse.
Oh, I'm hoping it's not something in your pants.
Well, at least there would be, like, minerals.
Suppose that is true. Well,
Almost like fertilizer.
well met
He
tries.
just like dies.
I hope that we can return these pots to the former glory very soon.
Alright, let's get back in the air. We don't want to hang around here too long if we don't have to.
This place is pretty creepy.
Indeed it is.
As he gained a new friend, a flower, in the the random hills across the
Definitely a princess.
I was talking to my flowers. I've never used speaking plants. This is my first time using that. I was like, I don't know how to roleplay a flower. It's
That better be in the recap.
intelligence of 1. Alright. As you begin to fly off into the distance, flying and drifting across the skies, as you do see the gloominess of what comes forth, the Crypt Garden Forest, as you eventually make land for camp for the night, traveling as far as you can, 15 miles out. As the sun begins to dwindle down and below, as the darkness sways in. It is up to you if you see fit. You can travel into the Crypt Garden Forest and spend the night, or spend the night outside if you see fit. The forest itself is gloomy and dark, As you can tell, the trees are aching in pain as their direct nature senses at Eurolith as there's something dark and dreary inside, beyond a dragon.
I personally would prefer to sleep outside of the forest if we can find an appropriate spot.
I would agree with that assessment.
Yep, absolutely.
I think maybe if we find a spot right on the edge that we can
Yeah, like
stick a
maybe
tent
like
in.
a small cave or an overhang that we might be able to camp under.
There are no caves in the vicinity where you're at. You passed them a while ago, but you do find probably kind of a cliff face of a little bit of a drop, about 15 feet down, as it's surrounded by a few boulders and a couple kind of dead trees in the vicinity. There isn't very much here because it's very sparse, but you do
Can I
have.
check before we settle on the spot? Can I just kind of real quick check and see if there are any tracks of any kind? I know it's
You
pretty
see
barren.
hundreds of tracks leading into the Cryptguard Forest, as the tracks look like humanoid, and they look like they're dragging their feet.
Well, the good
If we
news
go,
is
it does look like we could go a little north or south and get out of that area.
You would have to. You could move either way. You'll just use the last 5 miles, which directions you want to go. Do you want to go? I'm guessing here, or here. You'd be more in the mountains, which is kind of treacherous to climb.
Well, I'm thinking more just staying along the edge.
Oh yeah, then you're still in the same. Oh, so you're just moving closer to the mountains.
Just don't want to be where all the undead are walking through.
Well, the
It hit-
mountains itself was full of them, so there's a chance that you're gonna see again more of them.
Okay.
I think we will just have to be very careful. And again, take watches.
No, we can. Yeah, well, I'll set up the tent so we don't have to worry about fires. I think this time, because I've got Lumen's tiny hut. I think I'll drop that because I can put that down as any color, so I can make it opaque, make it black, so it'll kind of blend right into the night.
Of course, in the area where you're at right now, the perception checks have to be higher. The DC is no longer 10 here, as you are in a hostile territory.
So yeah, let's find a decent place. I'll put down the tiny hut and make it blend into the surroundings, so it'll be hard for them to see.
That's a very wise choice, my friend.
All right.
And I will also cast Dark Vision on myself.
Okay.
You're
I'll
left.
stay
You
up
want
with you.
I'll take the last two.
last two? Okay.
Yeah, I can take first watch.
Yeah, I can. Why don't I stay up with you, Uvrazi, and Vazi take second.
Okay.
That sounds good to me.
All right. Roll me a perception check, and tell me what you're doing for your watch.
Okay.
You might want to minimize your movement. We don't want to take a chance of something spotting us.
Yeah, tell you what we can see out of the hut, right?
Correct.
Or okay,
You can't attack or anything inside.
right.
Then, yeah.
I'd probably just again kind of just like play with my birds a little bit, and every now and then I'll conjure up Mage Hand out of my birds, because when I use Mage Hand, it takes the swarm takes the form of the hand. and just kind of like thumb wrestle and play games with the hand.
All right. Mercy, do you see undead moving around you about maybe 50 feet away around both sides as they're moving back into the Crypt Garden Forest? As you do see them just coming down from the hills, coming down from the mountain escapes, as it looks like you can just see a dead corpse body coming alive from the ground and digging itself from the ground itself.
I'll like whisper over to Uvrazi that I see things moving. Just let's try to stay still and quiet. I don't think they see us for now.
You do see a gloom of purple light coming from the Crypt Garden Forest. You can't really centralize it since you're not above it, but you can see looming into the sky there is a gloom of kind of a purplish hue. It kind of feels like a really strong necrotic energy. It's bringing back these creatures from the dead, maybe buried bodies left on the ground from wars as they're erupting from the ground.
This is not a good sign. Not a good sign at all.
I've got more than a few guesses about what's doing this, but we'll deal with it in the morning.
What do you think is doing this?
We've run into people who follow Mirkil, one of the gods of death, and they've been working with a variety of cults in recent months. I suspect they're trying to anger the dragon and rouse it to move.
A lot to take in.
Yes,
You think we have the ability to put a stop to this?
well, I don't think we have much of a choice. We succeed, or from what we've seen in visions granted to us by a brass dragon, we're either going to stop this or Leyland is going to be destroyed. So whether we can doesn't matter. We have to.
Well, that is a fair point.
But
We're
I think we're a pretty capable bunch.
well, if our previous fights are any indication, I would tend to agree with you, but we have only been fighting the zombies so far. We have not fought a dragon yet. That is a different
Well, yeah.
challenge entirely.
If we end up fighting a dragon, everything will have gone extremely wrong. So hopefully that will not happen.
You think these two can reason with a dragon?
Well, from what we understand about this dragon, it doesn't really like to leave the forest. So my hope would be we can convince it that we remove the threat to its home and leave it unbothered, and it does the same to us.
I see. So we just have to figure out what is causing the dead to come back to life. That is just a small task.
Yeah, but that light in the distance is probably a good indication of the source that we need to head to.
Do you think I should try and fly up into the air and try and centralize this light? Get an idea of where we are going? Or should we
I think
remain in...
with all the undead, yeah, with all the undead moving around us now, let's wait until the morning. The light will probably be gone then, but this is not going to be our only night of travel in the forest.
That is true. But I feel like perhaps this is a better arena to try such a feat, as opposed to being surrounded by woods on all sides.
Well, you're the one that can fly, so you tell me if you can fly above the trees or not. But
Well, I would hope so. But again, I'm the new one to this group. I do not want to overstep my bounds. I will say that if I can pinpoint it, I will know how to get us there. Again, I would have to be able to really and truly pinpoint it.
I think you'll be able to get back in the dome.
Yeah,
If
you
you
can.
leave.
We can go back and forth. We're all given access when I create the spell.
Okay. Well, if you go, try to make it as quiet as possible.
I will do so. I will. So I will. Very quietly cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
And I am just going to try and shoot straight up as stealthily as I can, and get high enough to where I can remember a path to get to that purple light. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, yeah, never mind. We're good. We're good. So stealth check. So 35.
Okay. As the
I think
purple
that's
light
fairly stealthy.
itself, it looks like it's coming from the center of the Crypt Garden forest. You can't really ascertain where exactly in the forest, as the forest is vast, it's huge, and it's covered by so much. It's almost like a canopy on top. You can't really actually physically see through it, but you can see the lights kind of sporadically moving. It's almost not like a beam of light hitting the sky, but it's like an aura around the vicinity, as it's kind of giving that omen, as you just see dead kind of moving from all waves of length in a radius, coming towards the
Okay.
forest in all different directions.
So then, from the vantage point that I'm at right now, with my keen mind, would I be able to like go back down and be able to navigate us in the correct direction
You
to get
wouldn't.
there?
You could move in the direction of northeast, south, whatever, but you wouldn't know the forest, sadly.
Okay.
So you could move in the right spot for sure, but you won't really know where to go, because the forest is obviously a treacherous place. It is not something straightforward. You could literally find yourself in
Right.
a bad
Right.
situation right away.
So then I guess the question I guess then would become that glow is probably going to be gone by the time morning comes. I would still be able to remember like directionally where it was.
Yeah, you know where
though, right?
exactly it is. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You just don't know how to get there.
Okay.
You don't know.
Perfect. That's
And also you don't know what's waiting for you, of course, as well.
right. But that's basically what I wanted to do. Is I wanted to just be able to like
Correct.
in the morning know mostly the direction to go.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Then with that being done, I would very stealthily try and float back down.
Okay. Alright. As your watches conclude. As the rest of your watches conclude without an issue, as we're past 11 o'clock, as you guys get a long, full night rest, as we'll conclude our session next week as we arrive into the Cryptguard Forest, and hopefully we have our full team ready to gung-ho as we'll continue our adventure next Wednesday. A reminder on payment if you haven't paid. I will see you guys next week. Have a great week and a weekend as well.